what you'll need is two different, or the same, I prefer different, pieces of fabric, and you're gonna cut, the small one will be the inside of the mask. That needs to be 10 by 6.5 inches. Cut that into a rectangle, and then the bigger part, which will be the front of the mask, you need to cut a piece that is going to be 10 by 7.5 inches. So after you cut both the pieces, you're gonna have the nice side, whatever that is, of the fabric you want for the face mask facing you, and the back piece doesn't matter. And you're gonna match it all the way to the top. It's hard for me to do, but anyway. You're gonna measure half an inch with the ruler, and then you're gonna draw a line 3.5 inches, and then pin. So then you're gonna stitch, and then you're going to iron the seam right here. So it should look like this, and then the next step will be sewing just on the edges, so this is closed in. I'll show you what that looks like in a minute. So see, I just sewed around here, so if you flip it over, look very nice. Now what you're gonna do is go ahead and match the ends of the fabric to the ends, and it needs to be the inside out part, so match that. So it should look something like this now. This is the inside out part. So now what we're gonna do is measure 6 inches from this point all the way here, and 6 inches from this point all the way down here. And that's so it'll be perfect, because it could easily be, oh, just do half an inch here, right? Half an inch there, but that causes error because now that you've sewn this part, sometimes it doesn't match it perfectly. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that now. All right, so see, 6 inches from that. It's hard to do with one hand, sorry. Exactly 6 inches, so I'll mark right here. See, I did the same thing on this side, 6 inches, 6 inches. And see, that's because sometimes it doesn't line up exactly after you do the first step, see? So then I'm gonna draw a line from this point to this point with the ruler, like this. And this way I know exactly what line to go all the way down in, so I don't mess up the perfect rectangle that I'm trying to make. So we're gonna go ahead and stitch all the way down. Right. So you see I sewed all the way around this. And now we're going to turn this right side, flip it back, so now it should look something like this. And what you're gonna do is find the edge and make it just like that, and iron it flat. And I'll show you what that looks like in a minute. Okay, so I just ironed it, and it should look like this now. That's gonna be the front of the mask. So now what we're gonna do is measure half an inch on each side, half an inch, and we're gonna fold it in like this, and then pin it. I'll show you what that looks like. All right, so I just folded it half an inch in on each side. Same here. So it's nice. It should look like that on the other side. As perfect as you can. Just make sure that this is still in the center. So half an inch on each side, the best you can, and then you're gonna iron it. No, don't need to pin it just yet. Oop. Okay. Now we're gonna make the pleats. So turn it the front facing you, and you're gonna fold 3 pleats. And I'll show you what that looks like in a moment. So this is after I've already ironed it and whatnot, but usually it's flat without pleats yet. And I just kind of do half an inch, like pinch it half an inch this way, and I'll be half an inch on this side, and then fold, and then pin. And then the same thing here, half an inch, fold, pin, and then the last one, half an inch, fold and pin. So look like this, and I just pin everything and iron it. So after you iron it, it'll look like this. Might not be perfect, but that's what it looks like. The top is right here. Alright, you're now going to need 2 pieces of thin elastic, 6 inches each. Okay, and what you're going to do is kind of slide the top about, let's say, 1 centimeter this side, centimeter that side, and the same with the other piece, and pin it in place. But try it on before to make sure it fits, because sometimes if you sewed a little too much or a little not enough, the sizing of the mask is going to differ. So just pin it, and then carefully with the pins in it, try it on your face to make sure it fits. And then after you've done that, you're gonna sew down there and down here with these in place. So after adjusting it one time, I figured out the perfect fitting for me. The back should look like this because it's tucked into the folds. Okay. And I'm gonna go ahead and sew on the ends close to the side to get both the white and the other fabric in. And then I'm gonna reaffirm it another time with the zigzag. So first I do straight, take the pins out, and then I'll do zigzag to reaffirm. So the last step, you're gonna take one of these thingies, sandwich holders, whatever. You're gonna put it as straight as you can inside here. So you can see it. Just put that right there. And you're gonna pin the very end in the middle. So it's in place now. Let's see it. And what you're going to do is at this very end, just sew it zigzag, reaffirm on each end, and make sure it's centered to the mask as you possibly can get it, because that's where you can reaffirm on the noses. Okay, so now you see the whole thing. Stitching. This is where you can put the reusable filter. I suggest use cotton. So, ta-da!